In an age where speed is power, noise is constant, and the chase for more never ends, there lived a man who chose the opposite path. A man who walked away from everything, not out of weakness, but clarity. He didn't chase wealth, fame, or conquest. He sought something far rarer: truth. That man was Lord Mahavira, the 24th Tirthankara of Jainism. A spiritual teacher, a revolutionary thinker, and one of the earliest voices of compassion, mental discipline the world has ever known. Today, more than 2,500 years later, his wisdom still speaks quietly, but powerfully to those who are ready to listen. This video, with the help of AI, brings you 5 life-changing lessons from Lord Mahavira that the modern world desperately needs to remember. Lesson 1: Ahimsa nonviolence is strength. Most people think of nonviolence as simply not hurting others physically. But for Mahavira, ahimsa wasn't just a behavior, it was a way of being. It meant more than avoiding harm. It meant cultivating compassion at every level in thoughts, words, and actions. In a world where anger feels justified, where sarcasm is rewarded, and where cruelty hides behind screens, this teaching is revolutionary. Imagine a world where we paused before reacting in rage, where we chose kindness over being right, where we practiced nonviolence even toward ourselves by not feeding self-hate, guilt, or shame. Mahavira believed that every living being, no matter how small, has a soul, and harming others, even mentally, wounds our own soul in return. The one who practices nonviolence in thought, word, and deed will find peace within. Real strength isn't in domination, it's in restraint. That's the power of ahimsa. Lesson to Parigraha: letting go of attachment. The second lesson is one the world continues to forget: Parigraha, or non-attachment. We live in an age of possession of likes, of followers, of status, and stuff. We collect things thinking they'll give us worth. But Mahavira taught the more you carry, the more you suffer. Letting go doesn't mean renouncing everything. It means not letting what you own own you. Ask yourself, can I go a day without checking my phone? Can I enjoy silence without the need to fill it? Do I define my worth by what I have or who I am? True freedom, Mahavira taught, is freedom from craving. The more you possess, the more you fear. The less you need, the more you live. What we call success today often chains us. Letting go, on the other hand, is the ultimate form of power. Lesson 3: sought you truthfulness as a way of living. The third teaching is sought you truth, but not just telling the truth to others. Living truthfully. Mahavira emphasized that lying is not just saying what's false, it's also pretending to be what you're not. And today, that's what most of us do without even knowing it. We lie when we hide behind masks. We lie when we say yes to things that feel wrong. We lie when we chase dreams that aren't ours. But truth, Mahavira said, is a liberator. When you align your words, actions, and heart, you stop living in tension. You stop running. Speak the truth, but first live it. Truth isn't just about honesty, it's about integrity. When you live your truth, your life becomes simpler and stronger. Lesson for self-discipline over control. A fourth teaching strikes at the heart of modern struggle: the need to control. Control others, control outcomes, control life. But Mahavira didn't preach control, he practiced discipline. He fasted, walked barefoot, embraced silence, and detached from luxury, not to suffer, but to master himself. And today, that same discipline is the missing piece in a world full of overstimulation. Can you sit without scrolling? Can you resist reacting instantly? Can you choose what's right over what's easy? Conquer yourself, and you need conquer no one else. Discipline isn't restriction. It's freedom from being ruled by your impulses. You don't need to rule the world. You need to rule your own mind. That's real power. Lesson 5: silence isn't emptiness, it's clarity. The final lesson might be the most beautiful of all: silence. Mahavira believed that silence isn't nothingness, it's where truth lives. He would often spend days in silence, observing, listening, being. Because in silence, the noise of the world fades, and what's real can finally be heard. Today, silence is rare. We fill it with podcasts, background music, content, opinions, and noise. But silence isn't empty. It's where you meet yourself. Try sitting still for 5 minutes a day. No phone, no agenda. Just breath, stillness, space. That's where your soul speaks. When speech ends, wisdom begins. We think talking is power, but often silence is far louder. In the rush of life, we often forget the simplest truths. Lord Mahavira lived thousands of years ago, but his wisdom is more relevant than ever. Don't fight others, master yourself. Don't chase, release. Don't perform, be. Don't control, trust. Don't speak endlessly, listen deeply. This video was created with the help of API, but the message is eternal. It doesn't matter if these words were typed by a human or machine, what matters is if they reached you. If even one of these 5 teachings made you pause, made you feel, made you see the world a little differently, then this story has done its job. Let us know in the comments which lesson spoke to you most. And if you'd like more ancient wisdom explored in a modern voice, subscribe, and we'll walk that journey together. You don't need to be a saint to find peace. You just need to start listening like Mahavira did.